Every company has only one truly peerless position, that of the CEO. It's heady, it's exciting, and it's the most sought after position in the business world. And why not? What the CEO controls accounts for about 45% of a business performance. And yet, so little is understood about what makes a great CEO. Today, I catch up with David Sawatzky, who's the global CEO of Consero, as we seek to understand what makes great CEOs tick in our latest episode of C-Suite Conversations. David Sawatzky is the Chief Executive Officer at Consero Global, focused on delivering a disruptive finance as a service solution to clients. With decades of industry experience, Dave is known for his ability to act as a connector who builds people up with his professionalism and competence. In the last role, Dave was Consero's Chief Operations Officer, where he oversaw all delivery, operations, and is responsible for the ultimate success to clients and stakeholders. Consero was founded in early 2006 with the goal of providing small and mid-market companies with a superior alternative to building and maintaining an in-house finance function. Since then, they have expanded their solution offering into strategy and funding services, operational financial services, financial controller services, bookkeeping and administration services, and debuting a proprietary cloud-based software platform. Simple is a powerful proprietary cloud-based platform that unifies all of your financial operations in one intuitive interface that's accessible 24/7. By offering easy-to-access, real-time information using best-in-class enterprise-level software, everything you need to know about your business financials is at your fingertips. With Consero, you'll know your finances are in good hands. With Simple, you can see it. Marksman Daily presents C-Suite Conversations. So I'm sitting here with David Sawatzky. He's the global CEO of Consero Global. David, thank you so much for being here with us for this latest episode of C-Suite Conversations.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be here. Appreciate it.
So David, you've been at the helm of many transformations over the course of your career, from software to software as a service to now finance as a service. But beyond that transformation, what are the key leadership principles that have really remained steady throughout all of it?
Sure. Yeah, I think of it two ways. First, underpinning everything is technology.
Right.
I've been in the industry for about 30 years and just seen massive changes. And just it's always something you've got to lean into, embrace. You don't always have to be the first one. In fact, it's a little dangerous to be the first one.
Yeah.
But I view it, especially as you are growing and working with large companies, you want to embrace technology quickly, grow it, and get everyone around you who doesn't always want to get there, especially in an accounting company, to embrace technology.
Yeah.
I'd also say probably the most important thing in my leadership style is culture and letting the people grow with it, understand it, appreciate it, and having them really drive the change.
You've talked a bit about culture. I've read a bit about you. You've managed teams across the globe. So of course, a huge difference in cultures in managing teams. How has that served to shape and inform your own leadership style or approaches?
I have always enjoyed working on the global teams. I've been doing work and coming to India for 20 years, but I try to think of it as one team,
Right.
and not a team, an offshore team. It's always about one team and global team, and getting the whole team to think that way is really important, and not something that everybody always embraces. I think, well, we're the team in the US, so we're right with the client. I'm trying to make sure that that all of our leadership team understands we're one company.
You know, when I was reading your bio, this one phrase that really jumped out at me: a connector that builds people up.
Yeah.
Talk to us a bit about that, your talent management style, perhaps your mentorship approaches, across the organizational context.
Yeah, I grew up in a wonderful community. With my parents were both ministers, and I felt that it's important to actually be a coach and help enable the community to be successful and build people up. I'm not an authoritarian. I don't like yelling. I'd rather really get great people that work for me and give them a chance and coach them to do great things. In fact, I always encourage them to take a risk.
Right. So we've seen so much change at Consero, and things have gone from strength to strength, really. So when it comes to ensuring that momentum is built upon for the many, many years in the medium to long term, what are the key things that the company needs to get right,
Well, first of all, you always have to delight your clients. If you're not spending a lot of time and energy focused on clients, you're not going to be successful. And what we're going through is a pretty big transformation.
Right.
And we're an accounting company, really. At the end of the day, we're here to serve our clients and deliver great accounting services for them. And what we're now trying to do is embracing technology and bringing all sorts of new ways to deliver our back office success using analytics and AI to do things that no one in the industry is doing.
I wanted to also pick your brain a little bit about how you've managed to strike this fine balance between CSAT and margin expansion, because it's often seen that those can be competing priorities and the twain often doesn't meet. And yet you've managed to walk that tightrope beautifully. What's the secret sauce to getting that balance just right?
And we're going through it right now. We're seeing literally double-digit growth in our NPS scores, and we're seeing our margins grow up about 5 points year over year. I think the key is really understanding what your clients need and investing in one or two things, not 8 or 9 things. I too often come in to companies and see everyone trying to do everything.
A few things and just do it really well.
Yeah, be real experts, vertical experts in your industry.
Got it.
Really focus on that so you can go talk to a client and delight them, but not have all sorts of excess tools and capacity because you have to manage both margins and client success.
Right. So when it comes to the kind of technology we've seen evolve and explode over the past few years, we've probably seen enough change crammed into the last 4 or 5 years to last decades. But particularly when it comes to financial services, are there any use cases, any innovations that really excite you in the manner that they're going to be deployed?
Yeah, we're building them. So this is what's fun is that when I got to this company, we were 1,500 accountants.
Right.
And we didn't have any software people. We leveraged everybody else to do it, and we were always kind of waiting behind. What we decided to do is take advantage of and bring in a great team in India to build out all of our technology approaches using analytics, AI, power automation, and completely. If you think about accounting, it's just fairly straightforward processes. And how do you use technology? We build it ourselves. We're going to patent it and create all sorts of new ways to deliver amazing accounting solutions for our clients.
So one last quick question before I let you go. If you could go back in time and give a younger David Sawatzky some words of advice, or maybe even to an aspiring professional at the start of their career, some words of wisdom to guide them to help them ascend to a leadership position, what would those be?
I might give advice to my own daughters. My daughters in their early 20s and just coming out of graduate school.
Right.
I think the most important thing is to have a growth mindset. What young people today are incredibly smart. They have all sorts of technology at their fingertips, but they often, as young people come out, they come out very strongly opinionated.
Yes.
And what I know, and I didn't know this, but they're going to come into a workplace with people with decades of experience, all sorts of different ways they've learned, different mindsets, different cultures. Learn from that, accept it, embrace it, and not try to just be, think that you're always right. Grow from it, and you will be a better contributor to our economy.
Because it's always been seen that, when these young Turks come in, they want to just completely demolish the old ways and build up new things.
Yeah.
Right, perfect. I think that's a wonderful note to end things on. David, thank you so much for being here with us as part of this episode, and look forward to seeing Consero going from strength to strength.
We're really excited to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. In times of great discontinuity, leadership matters, and none more so than that from the leader of leaders. I hope that this episode of C-Suite Conversations with David Sawatzky revealed to you the mindsets and practices of a great CEO. Thank you for watching this episode. I'll see you in the next one.